Welcome back to Hawk Talk. As you can see, we're joined by Coach and some hardware. Coach, tell us about this hardware.
Yeah, we had a great weekend this past weekend. We competed in the 2015 North Star Athletic Association Cross Country Championships, which was down in Madison, South Dakota. Dakota State University hosted that meet this year, and obviously came away as men's and women's team champions on both sides of the board, so we swept the meet there, and first conference title for our women's program and first for our men since 2011. So great weekend, everybody ran well, and we've advanced to the national championship meet now. So
You made it pretty clear from the start that your goal was to capture these titles. So how did you kind of eliminate that pressure pre-race to make sure people were able to perform to their best?
Yeah, we sat down the night before, and everybody kind of we were all in the same room, the men's and women's team, kind of talked about our season and what we were wanting to do, and everybody's been running well this year. We've competed against everybody in our conference except for Viterbo and Waldorf, so and we had an idea what they were capable of by looking at some results throughout the year. But we had an idea based off of previous competitions here throughout the year and kind of where we stacked up against each other. So really, it came down to just running the best race that we could, and everybody having somewhat of a good day. We had a couple girls that didn't run as well as I'd liked, but overall we still were able to accomplish what we wanted as a team. So and same for the guys' side, everybody ran fairly well. So things were a little slower because the course was it wasn't a flat course. There was quite a bit of hills and some steep climbs to it, so that slowed times down quite a bit on both sides. But it's conference meets about running head to head and beating your competition, whether you're winning in 30 minutes or whether you're winning in 25 minutes. So and that's how we came out on top.
So with that goal being accomplished, that obviously gives you guys one more opportunity on both sides to go race. Talk about what your thoughts are heading into North Carolina.
Yeah, we're excited. Obviously, it's the first time ever for the women, so I think kind of the goal for them going into this meet is to go down there and get experience, off the bat. So as we build a program here and get more people to the team and add some depth. Obviously this experience this year for our girls, which is all mainly underclassmen. We only graduate 2 seniors, so they're going to get good experience and be able to bring that back and obviously use that here throughout the rest of the year through track, and then next summer as they train and kind of lead then the new recruits coming in next fall. So the women's side, obviously we'll go down there to get good experience. Obviously we don't want to be the last place team down there, so we'll go down there and I feel we're a top 30 team on the women's side. We put it all together on the same day, so there'll be 36 teams that'll win down there on the women's, or that'll run that day on the women's program. So if we can beat 6 schools or 7 or 8 or even 10 while we're down there on the women's side, I think that'll be a great accomplishment for us, for the first time ever competing as a women's program. And the men's side, I'm very optimistic. I know what we can do on paper. If you look at everybody's PRs on the men's side and kind of put that all together, if we can do that all in the same race, I think we're right around a top 20, top 21 team, at nationals if we can do it all on the same day. Maybe even better, if some other programs have some off days and everybody on our side really comes together and has the best race of the season. So for the men's side, we're going to get down there and really try to compete and see how well we can do, because I know that what we're capable of and whatnot. So and that should be exciting to see how we stack up against the rest of the country, because all fall we've been receiving votes in the polls, but we've been anywhere from 30th place to about 35th place, as a team ranking throughout the fall. So, and I know we're better than a 30th place team, so we should be able to go down there and at least exceed that from what we've been ranked this year. So that's kind of the goals. Obviously if the kids go down there and they set personal records for the season, that's obviously going to really move us up as a team. Obviously if we have 5 guys or 6 or 7 doing that on the same day. So it's we'll get down there, have some fun, obviously compete and see kind of how things stack up at the end of the day, because you're like I said, 36 teams, and the field's going to have probably about 350, 360 or 70 kids in it. So there's going to be some some strategy there. The kids will have to understand how to get out and not get way back too. You can't get out and then be the last 200th place in the race from the start, because there's going to be a lot of people to maneuver around.
Sure.
So there'll be some challenges there with getting throughout the race and working their way up and things like that. So great experience. I don't have anything but praise for our kids. They worked hard this fall and obviously got to this point. It's not easy to get to the national meet, so just to get there is an accomplishment in itself. So
Nothing but praise for you as well. Both captured both Coach of the Year titles. Don't have those here. A little too modest to put those up, I guess. But touch on what that means. You know, starting as a first year of the program, this into your full-time role now, two different Coach of the Year awards. Just
Yeah,
touch
you know,
on that.
when I took over, I guess so to speak, as an interim coach 2 years ago, you know, that was one of my goals was to be able to book 16 tickets to the national meet here in 2 years. So you know, I've accomplished that. You know, it has been a lot of time and energy and hard work. You know, I guess my family's withstood a lot of time that I've been out, away from home and on recruiting trips and on the phone calls and things like that at night when I'm talking to kids and trying to get kids in here. So. To an extent, it's a test to my hard work, but it does boil down to what the kids are doing on the course, and for them training hard and listening to what their coach is having to do and things like that. So all around, obviously, we've all been recognized in our own way here, and it's been a good season. So.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck next week.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you. Back now with two of the male runners who made it happen this last weekend. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Tristan Gio from Montana. I'm a freshman.
My name is Jonathan Amon. I'm a junior here in Dickinson, North Dakota, from Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right, guys, take us through this season, mainly this last weekend when you guys put it together and won the conference.
For me, I came here as a freshman not knowing what the sport was going to be like. Get here, have a great team. Like, just right off the bat, we had a great team chemistry. We started hanging out, doing things together as a team. And then the races, they just started coming together. We started scoring good as a team. And then last weekend, we all knew what the goal was. And we all just worked as a team to accomplish that goal.
Yeah, truly, like Tristan said, just our team chemistry this year from running on a lot of the other teams in the past years, it wasn't the same compared to this year. I felt like everybody had a main goal and we were all pushing each other, and it wasn't a generic force that was everyone just running together. It was truly all of us in a bond saying that we want to accomplish this goal of going to nationals, and no matter the case may be, whoever we're running against, we wanted to get to where we wanted to be, and we accomplished our goal, and we're very thankful for that happening.
Now, obviously, as a freshman, getting to go to nationals, it's a pretty special opportunity. What are you looking to do once you get down there?
I don't know what to expect. I'm just excited for the opportunity. Just get down there to see what the experience is like. Because from high school, I mean, you got the state meet and nationals. That's like a whole nother level. It's a whole different ballpark. So I'm excited to see what it's like.
Now, you've obviously experienced ending a season not at the national tournament, so
Right.
probably cherish that a little more.
Yeah, it is really nice. The last time I went to nationals was an outdoor my freshman year, and it was a great experience. But now going back to nationals, first time in cross country. The first thing I think is when we go out to North Carolina, it's not a vacation. We need to definitely get down to work. Us winning conference isn't any big deal to the guys' team. We wanted to do that. That wasn't our goal. Our goal is to go to national and compete well and to show ourselves and prove ourselves who we really are. And even we tell Tristan or other freshmen, we tell them that it isn't just to win conference. We want to go to the national meet and score well and do well there, because in the end, that's what everybody looks at. It doesn't matter the whole season. They say what happened in the end.
Sure. You guys have both touched on how important it has been to be a team, and that extends beyond running. So just touch on that aspect of it and what's that's done for you both in meets and just as a general college student.
Well, coming from a small town, I mean, it was just basically me running on my own. I didn't have a team, so I was just running for myself. And then here, like, for the races, it wasn't about me. It was about the team. It was about how the team would do as a whole. Because, I mean, we had the guys who I was pretty sure were going to make it to nationals, but every one of us wanted to have the whole team go. So, I don't know, I feel like we're all really close, and it's not about just one person. It's about the team in general. So.
Yeah, I feel like on this team there's just a bunch of components that all make up who we really are, and it's beyond more than the sport, honestly. I mean, I've hung out with my teammates too many times, sometimes outside of classes and outside of school, and I think that's what brought us closer together, whether it be in each other's dorm rooms or we go out to places. We just built each other's characters up even more, and like I said, it's a component of each other that we really built on, and it's really a beautiful thing, because in the past years it seemed really generic, where the top people would hang out with top people and maybe the lesser would hang out with lesser sometimes, or intermingled. But I felt like it was a good combo this year, and it worked really well for each other. So.
Now, how did you end up in Dickinson from Vegas?
I had a friend that used to run here, and he was doing really well. His name was Dante Carter, and he gave me advice to come down here and come see how the school was. And immediately, through the coaching and a lot of the staff here and people that were already here running, it kind of grabbed me, and I wanted to stay here. So it's been a great 3 years so far. I've really liked it, the small town feel. Being from Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm really in a hustle and bustle. So it's just really nice to be around more of a community feel. You know, like I said, my teammates are almost like my brothers now. And I didn't have that feel in Vegas, and it's not being cocky by any means, but you could have 100 friends or even more than 100 friends in Vegas, but you would never say they had your back or necessarily be brothers.
Sure.
Here I felt like I had a brotherly love, and it was a really beautiful thing that I didn't see in a long time.
All right, finally, guys, your coach got Coach of the Year recognition. Obviously, that shows what you guys do. You know, it helps to be at the top to get one of those awards. But just talk about what Coach Schroyer has done for you guys and how happy you were to see him get those awards this weekend.
I was really happy to see him get the awards. We train hard. He pushes us, like he has a schedule, and usually we have 2 workouts a week, and then mileage the other days, and then a long run. And then he, like, for me, like in high school, I didn't recover smart. Like every day was just hard as I could, as far as I could. And coming here, it was like the easy days, which were just mileage, and recovery days, like he really stressed how important they were. And I don't know, he's probably one of the best coaches I've ever had coming into college and out of high school. So it was a good feeling to see him get both of those awards.
Yeah, when he got both awards, I was extremely happy because, I don't know, when me and my teammates, when we see our coach every day going through what he needs to go through to get us to where we want to be, it's just, he gives so much time for us, and we all know he has a family, and sometimes I feel guilty that I see my coach way too much. He's like around us all the time, and I know he sacrifices a lot for us, and I'm very thankful that we have Coach Schroyer, whether it be, you know, helping us fundraise money, whether it be always setting up our workout plans or getting us to do what we need to do in the class, you know, because it's not only an athlete thing, it's about an in-class, you know, type of aspect, and he really pushes that into us and distills that into us, and it's really good to have somebody like that in your life to always be around, because, you know, we're in college, we don't have our parents here, so the closest guardian aspect or adult aspect we have is our coach, and he really is close-knit with us, and again, I'm very thankful for having him.
Alrighty, guys, congratulations on this season so far. Finished strong.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Get ready for an awesome flip touchdown. Dickinson State running back Trey Boone gets the ball, runs toward the end zone, and flips over 2 defenders to score the touchdown. Look at it again. He basically flips 4 yards and nails the landing. Dickinson State won the North Star Bowl 49-30 thanks to Trey's 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. But this play was definitely the highlight of the game.
All right, we're back on Hawk Talk one final time with Coach Hartman. Coach, take us through the last home games since we've talked, which were the final home games of the year, and then the little conference tournament run.
Well, on Friday we played Dakota State. They were 3rd in our conference. We took them to 4 sets, which was really good, and definitely competed harder than the first time that we played them, so we saw it as a positive. Then the next night we came back, played presentation, and ended up winning in 4. So that was a really nice victory, nice way to end the home matches. Sure. And the team obviously competed really hard, did a really good job.
Then we went on, ended up playing presentation again.
Yes.
The following week, just the other day. Didn't end up on the right side of that one.
No, it's really hard to play a team back to back like that.
Sure.
And obviously, they really wanted it, and they really wanted to win, and as we did too. But in that 5th set, their crowd got going. It was point for point, and we ended up losing 13-15, so that was really heartbreaking, but at the same time it's a really good motivation for next year to come back and say we're never going to lose 13-15 again.
Sure. Now, we talked about, last time we talked, how it wasn't a senior night the last day because we don't have any seniors on the team. So just kind of talk about the young team from start to finish this year, how they improved, what you feel going into the next year.
Oh, we're pretty confident going into the next year with this young team. They will just keep getting better and better. We're going to try to bring in a couple hitters in different areas and a couple DSs, but overall, the maturity of this team really shone through in these last couple games, and just their hard work and dedication to the program. They did an excellent job this whole season.
Now, what does the off season look like for the volleyball program? You know, we have open gym for basketball, different sort of workouts. What's it like for volleyball?
Kind of the same thing. We'll do some open gym type of deals. We will bring in and do the acceleration program, weightlifting, and then individual work, one-on-one, really helps a lot, especially with these young athletes.
Now, does high school or junior college route, is that where you're kind of a little bit of both? Is that where you focus your attention recruiting-wise?
Definitely both. You can't just go full junior college because then you won't have any to build upon, and so we definitely want to bring in a couple of both.
All right, any last thoughts from a crazy group of girls this season? One final memory?
No, I don't think I have any.
Well, they're not going anywhere, so
That's true.
so you don't
I'm
have to
sure
worry
we'll
about
make
that.
more.
All righty, well, unless we hear from you during track, it's been fun. Thank you.
Thank you.